can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K.
All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk facts.
We're giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
Play it on the car ride, play it when you lounge. X and O, you know that we can hold it down. Shout out to my man Sammy, got it off the ground. And to all the listeners tuned in right now, got debates, analysis, and speculation. This is sports talk for the new generation. You know where to find us, got a reputation. Sick podcast, your #1 sports destination.
Giving all our devotion, riding high on this wave of emotion, going all out, yeah, cause this is our time. No, ain't no stopping us till we reach the finish line. All in, we came here to win. We're gonna give everything. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick. On fire, we're ready to fight. We'll bring the house down tonight. S-I-C-K on the run. S-I-C-K, sick.
S-I-C-K, it's the sickest podcast. Tune in for the audio, or you can even watch back, giving players all the props or put them on blast. We don't give no hot takes, only talk back. S-I-C-K, 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 S-I-C-K.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast. Bruins Vibes.
Bruins win the Stanley Cup. Going into the corner. But, oh, there goes a paint of gigantic. Are you kidding me?
That is an arm!
The sickest Boston Bruins podcast.
Sends it in, and it's Pasternak scores! Series winner for David Pasternak and the Bruins.
It's gonna be sick.
Hey, hey, hey! Episode number 10, Bruins Vibes podcast, with the assist to the lovely Aubrey Madeline Sennott, who rooted her Bruins on tonight to a victory, 4-3 in overtime over the Buffalo Sabres. I'm your guy, Brendan Sennott. He's the hockey scribe, the guru, the man, the myth, Jimmy Murphy, my buddy, my pal. What's up, brother?
What's going on, my man? I get confused too, but when you point that way, you're pointing the wrong way because it's the opposite view.
Yeah,
So
that's
I'm-
true.
yeah.
I was doing that too when I watched it back. Now it is, but it's going to be backwards after the show.
There you go. It's like you're looking in a mirror,
That's right.
Same
That's right.
difference.
So the Bruins winning a game, getting some points, which in the grand scheme of things isn't the best for this organization. But, if you cheer for the laundry, you take the W. Nice to see Hoosie get a snipe. He was involved. He might have been the Bruins' best skater tonight, other than Fraser Minton and Pasta. Pasta with his usual one career goal number 397. He should be at 400 maybe early next week, maybe Saturday. The guy's a freak. Please don't run him out of town, you ingrates. And here we are. So what are your thoughts, Jimmy? And then we want to get into some other juicy stuff here after we break down the game quickly.
Well, first of all, I want to know if like the Boston Police Department or the FBI is waiting outside for the Boston Bruins outside TD Garden for grand larceny, or more specifically for Jonas Korpisalo. I mean,
He
Brendan,
stole it.
they have no business winning this game. Let's be honest.
40 saves for the Corpy. Yep.
And for all you Bruins fans out there, take off your black and gold blinders and just let's call it what it is. Let's look at it. Buffalo outshot them 40-22. Okay. Bruins won faceoff percentage 56.7 to 43.3. They both got a power play goal. The Bruins were out hit by Buffalo 25-12. Block shots in favor of Buffalo 19-7. Takeaways in favor of Buffalo 5-3. And like Korpisalo, as we said, was just amazing. Look, I respect this team's resiliency, and I get the euphoria of this win. It's an overtime win. It's fun. It was great. It was exciting at the end. But, we're here to give you the big picture too. And if you pull back the blinders and you look at big picture right now, this is exactly what we've been telling you they don't need. They don't need to be rewarded for,
Playing average at best.
average. No, I was going to say with, excuse my French, but a shitty game. I mean, this was a shitty game by the Boston Bruins. They did not deserve to win this game, and you do not need to be rewarded for it. And furthermore, as I just tweeted, come June, when they're, watching 10 other teams pick in the top 10 of one of the best drafts ever, they might be looking back and saying, did we really
Why did we
need
win
that?
that game against Buffalo on
No,
Halloween Eve?
the players aren't going to say that. I'm not suggesting the players should have tanked by any means. I'm not suggesting they should have stopped trying. I'm suggesting that Bruins fans, if they care about this team, not just in the moment, but you're a true Bruins fan, you did not want this win. Wins like this are not what you need right now because this team is going nowhere. And Cam Neely basically admitted that before the game. Like at least he painted it a little more of an honest picture of where the team is than Don Sweeney did in the previous game in his pregame appearance. But we'll get to that.
So do you think that was planned? Not to cut you off. So Sweeney sits down Tuesday. Did you find it strange that Neely came out today?
Well, they did it under the guise of him promoting his Commas Come Home, which is a great event. I've never been to it, but I know people that have, and it does a lot of, like, Neely does a ton of great things for charity around here. So I get that. Sweeney was planned. Like Sweeney was a result of the state of the Bruins, whereas
Sure.
I think Neely was planned because, let's see. Well, no, they've got how many games? It's November 7th, right? Is the event?
It was their 13th game, yeah.
When is the event? November 6th or 7th?
I think it's Saturday.
Yeah,
because
no,
they
it's a week from this
no, it's a
Saturday.
week from Saturday. Yes, they play the
You
Leafs a
still
week from
had
Saturday.
you still had what? You have a game Saturday?
Yep.
You have a game when let's look at their schedule, bring it up.
Okay, let's pull up the old schedule here.
I think you got Saturday, Tuesday.
Thursday, yeah. 2 games
Okay.
next week
So
at the Islanders,
you had
Ottawa,
3
home.
chances. You had 3 chances to promote this. And let's say Art, wants to give it a week advance so he can sell more tickets and not leave it to the last minute. So let's just say you had 2, right? They could have
Yep,
waited till Saturday, but maybe because it's a day game, I don't know. I think more people are watching right now. I get it. So I'm not going to say that Neely came on here to sort of douse the Flames. I think Sweeney was definitely a result of the way they were playing at the time.
Yeah.
But I mean, do you want to get into this now? Or do you want to get back to the game? I don't know. Do you want to break down the game first, or do you want to get into the Neely thing?
I mean, look, let's just wrap up on the game. I mean, it was a W. Again, Pasta being Pasta. Fraser Minton playing strong on
Geeky's
the
on
back
fire.
check. Morgan
Morgan
Geeky on fire. The Brendan Mush lives forever. It's infinite. It's like Thanos. It's inevitable. Corpusalo standing on his head for the second consecutive game, and Hampus Lindholm being a great player and underappreciated in this town. Other than that,
Did you
kind
hear
of
the
par
post
for
game,
the
by the way?
course.
Did you see his
Huh?
interview with? Did you see Hampus's interview?
Congrats on his new baby, by the way.
Yeah.
So
Did you?
yeah, I did. I had the sound down. Do you have anything good to say?
Well, he said that he's going on an hour and a half sleep, and he's going right back to the hospital right now to be with his daughter, his new baby born daughter, and his girlfriend. So he played that game on an hour and a half sleep.
That's
That's a
awesome.
that's a hockey
And
player.
again, another
But then
guy
again,
just like Pasta
yeah.
that people dog incessantly, and you're dumb to dog him. So, and did you see how magnificent the power play looked when he was out there? That shot he got on goal, and they were moving the puck around, and he was confident. He was walking the blue line. Yeah. Anyway.
Was
And then the last thing, obviously a clean hit, but center Elias Lindholm with a knee-on-knee injury did not return with a lower body injury, clearly a knee injury. So hopefully they'll have more tomorrow. I'm not sure. Is there a practice tomorrow, Jimmy? I'm assuming there is since they're playing Saturday.
yeah, it should be.
So hopefully we'll have more, but it did not look good. Probably a couple of games minimum. So we might see the re-rise of Georgi Merkulov. Who knows if he's out for a sustained period? Who do you think comes up that play center?
Georgi Merkulov's not a center.
Merkulov's not a center.
No, he's a winger, right?
I thought he was a center, but anyway. All right.
So, like, all I'm saying is, back to what you're saying in terms of, you said something there, but you asked me a question, and then, practice. Yes, there'll be practice tomorrow, and we'll get to that in a Neely interview that we're going to play that he did on Nesson in a second, because one of the excuses he used for the Bruins' poor start was that they haven't had to have much practice time to get used to Marco Sturm's system.
Practice.
So they will definitely have practice tomorrow on that note. And I just want to.
Did Tawana tell you that? Practice.
No, you're right. Merkulev's playing center. I thought he was at the wing for a little.
Remember that? Remember Allen Iverson? Practice.
Yeah, but in hockey, practice means a lot. I agree with Neely, but that spare me the excuses. You are what you are because of the roster that you and Don Sweeney put together.
Constructed.
But
Right, so
look,
yeah.
if Lindholm's out, yeah, like that's a big thing there, right? Because we've already established that we both agree that he is not a number one center. So that's already one of if not your biggest deficiencies is the center position. And now you're losing your, what would be a 2 or 3C on a contender, but you use him as a 1C. Now he could be out for an extended period of time. It did not look good. Let's be real. He got carried off the ice by his teammates. It does not look good. And by the way, for all you Bruins fans out there that were saying it was a dirty hit, it was as clean as Downy Fresh. It was clean. It was very clean. Yeah, it was a clean hit. You wouldn't be saying that if the roles were reversed. So please take off the Bruins glasses there. They are in trouble. And I know that, okay, I just said that he's not a real number one center, but still, he's your number one center. You're in big trouble if he's out. And I don't think it will be Merkulov that will be brought up. I think it will be Poitras. I think that they have been contemplating, based on conversations I've had recently, they've been contemplating making a call up if something was able to facilitate it, and that call-up would be Patra. And I think he'll be the guy that comes up for Saturday if Lindholm can't go.
Interesting. All right, yeah, so we can put a bow on that game. Again, Bees 4, Buffalo 3, Kuzi with the winner. But I think, again, the juicy portion of the content was President Cam Neely sitting down with, Adam Pellerin and the gang there, Barry Peterson, Jaffe on the pregame show. So are we gonna play that?
What we're gonna do first, Brendan, is we're gonna go, and I tweeted this earlier. It's a tweet I put out. I went back and looked at the transcript, which we have referenced here numerous times, where Neely last year at the end of the season, despite a certain guest we had on this podcast claiming he didn't really say this, promised they would not just be a playoff team that just makes it in, but they would make a run. So let's look at this quote from Cam Neely on April 23rd in the end of the season post game. For those that aren't watching right now, I'll read it right now. This was Cam Neely on April 23rd. The biggest thing for me is I don't want everybody to just focus on making the playoffs. Yes, we do want to make the playoffs, but we have bigger goals in mind than just making the playoffs. It's not just about getting in and getting bounced in round one. We're here to understand that we have to build a team that's going to compete for Stanley Cups. That was Cam Neely on April 23rd. Now let's go listen to Cam Neely tonight, and then you and I will react.
Talk about the team here because we got you on for a couple of minutes.
Yes.
How have you handled the ups and downs, to put it mildly, because there have been some of each so far early in the season?
Yeah, and quite frankly, not really unexpected. New coach, new system. One of the things that I've liked compared to last year, really, we've been in 9 of 11 games. The Ottawa game, no. The one in Colorado, no. The other ones, we've had opportunities, whether it's a late power play to get us tied.
Yep.
We've stayed in games. We've scored enough to win hockey games, but we've given up too much in some of those games. When you score 5 goals, you should win more than you lose. But I love the fact that we haven't quit when we're down. We still try to battle back, and our power play at times could have got us maybe a point late in the game. Hasn't happened. One of the things that's a little frustrating because of the condensed schedule, we haven't been able to practice as much. So when you have a new system, the coaches are doing all they can on video. But Barry, as a player, it's much better to be on the ice and work on those things that you have mistakes in the game.
And I really thought the blueprint, the first 3 games, especially the road game in Washington in game 1, was kind of like, okay, that's what you want to do all season long if you can put it together.
Yeah, 100%. And there's no coincidence that came out of training camp where you had all that practice, and then one mistake leads to 2, leads to 3, and then you try to correct them. The best place to correct them is in practice.
How much of this, and you mentioned the compressed schedule because of the Olympics, how much of what we're seeing, because you said lack of practice time, is a product of just the sheer volume of games and not being able to get on the practice sheet?
Yeah, 100%. And it's, it's not an excuse. It's just reality, right? I mean, a new coach, new system, not as much practice, you're going to make mistakes in games, and that's what we're trying to mitigate.
You have a superstar in David Pastrnak there, and another young great player in Charlie Mack. We're more middle-aged, so to speak, and everything. And there was a lot of talk about captaincy, et cetera, and everything. Right. How satisfied have you been with overall, not just those guys, but leadership during this early part of this season?
Yeah, I give David and Charlie credit, and Hampus is in there as well. But unfortunately, when you're out of the lineup, it's a little hard to lead. Excuse me, but they put a leadership group together, and they meet on a regular basis. I think they're doing a really good job as a group and collaborating with what they need, to be leaders and how to be leaders, and not just it's one person. It's more of a group. And I think they've done a really good job with that.
I think one of the things the Bruins have been known for over the years, not only as a team but as an organization, and one of the things you guys strived this summer to get back on was be a tough team to play against. That doesn't mean going out fighting every night. That means playing solid defensive hockey. That is what the lessons and everything that the coach is bringing in, correct?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, we do want to be, hard to play against, whether it's, in our D zone or in the offensive zone, winning more of our 50-50 battles. Knowing that you're going to get hit, when there's an opportunity to take the body, you got to take the body. And, I think we've done a good job with that. Certain areas we can certainly improve, and we all know that. And that's what our hopes are throughout the rest of the season.
One of the keys to success, and Marco's mentioned this on numerous occasions, is winning the battle of the special teams. You're able to do that on Tuesday night. How pleased are you with how that's progressing, power play and penalty kill?
Well, the penalty kill, I think, aside from the one game there, we've been outstanding. But we are taking too many minors. I mean, that's something that we got to reduce. There's no question. I mean, it's taxing on the penalty killer, it's taxing on the goalie. And then if you lose a penalty killer because he took the penalty, it makes it that much more harder. PP, I think there's still room for improvement there. That's an area where spotters come in and done a nice job. But again, it's a new PP coach, and getting on the ice. I mean, they work on it in morning skates, which is good, but it's just not enough right now.
Where do we start?
A lot to process there.
Process, as the Canadians say.
Micro processes. Do you know what those are, Frank? Little departed. Sorry, I have words that trigger me.
Yep. So I think everyone can see what we're saying there. That they have completely team-wide. We touched on this when Marco Sturm kind of hinted at it, right? When he said it's not about making the playoffs. It's not about wins. It's about improving every game. Then we've seen Don Sweeney and now Cam Neely kind of take it to another level and echo that sentiment. I mean, I just, look, Brendan, I hate being that I told you so guy, but I'm going to be that guy right now.
You really hate it though, bro.
No, I do. I hate it because I don't like that, but I also hate that, when this starts to pick up steam, and you and I were right from the beginning, that we're not going to get any credit, except from our faithful listeners and viewers here, but we're not going to get any credit. Like, it's amazing to me because we've got the receipts. We just showed the receipt, right? And then we showed the backtrack and Cam Neely going back into Walmart and trying to return this product that he put together.
No, I don't have a receipt. Come on.
Yeah, but we have the receipt. We just showed it. So, for all you fellow colleagues who I respect, and a lot of them I'm still friends with, and, whatever, but you jumped a little too much on the bandwagon. And you know what? You're going to probably do it again after a win like this. And it's just, no, they will. They will. And it's just.
They will if they beat Carolina Saturday. I think.
A month from now. We're already doing it. I'm reading it right now on social as I speak, Brennan. I mean, it's just like a schmooze fest. No, everybody's afraid to tell it like it is. And I'm sorry. And I don't care if, people want to say I'm the bearer of bad news, or I'm ornery, or I'm this, and I'm Mr. Negative, and I'm pessimistic. No, I'm just realistic. And I'm trying to be positive in the fact that I think for the Bruins fans, you need to stop living in this fantasy world that this team has a shot and not get excited about wins like this. Just move on. That's great. Good for them. I respect the players' effort. That's it. But it is what it is. And if management continues to accept what we're saying, which they're clearly doing now, because they've totally pulled a 180, then that's a good thing. Because that makes me confident.
At least Neely didn't throw the players under the bus like Sweeney did.
No, he didn't. I found that very interesting. That's a great catch by you, Brendan. I didn't bring that up, and I'm glad you said that. I didn't even think about that. That's a great catch.
And that's my prediction. I've said this, and you got to give me credit where it's due. When push comes to shove, if the fans do have enough, at that point, nothing's going to change. But Neely's going to add to Brute and stick the dagger in Sweeney, and Sweeney's going to be gone.
No.
Really?
Nope.
I'm calling it. That's what I'm calling. I'm calling that eventually the change is going to happen.
I'm calling it they are Siamese twins, and you're going to literally have to put a knife right between them and split them down the middle to ever separate them. It's not happening.
Gross.
Yeah, it's not happening, man.
All right, well, we'll remember this night, Halloween Eve, if I'm right.
It's going to be a player, a major player, as I predicted last show. And by the way, I had an NHL assistant general manager who watched us the other night and said, you're bang on, and we're already expecting it, that they're going to trade one of McAvoy, Pasternak, or Swayman. It's going to be one of them and or Sturm. Because right now I look at it, and look, this is not a knock on Marco Sturm because I think he's a better head coach than Dave Lewis. But Marco Sturm is Dave Lewis Part 2 from 05-06. And then they'll bring in their Hall of Fame all-time winningest coach in Claude Julien, who they ended up kicking to the curb and blamed him too. But then they'll get the real coach. They'll get the coach they want to really go forward with.
This is why, tell your peoples, your Bruins fans, to listen to this show because Jimmy gives it to you straight and he gives it to you juicy. Listen to those predictions. He shredded mine and came up with some pretty juicy content. So how you gonna like it? That's why you are the Jesse the Body Ventura of the hockey world, telling it like it is, brother.
No. I'm Jimmy Superfly Snooker. There you go.
But Jesse always was the one who told it
rope.
like it is.
Off the top rope, buddy.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway.
All right, but here's what I want to say. So there, at least Neely, I think out of all three that we've heard speak since the season began, Neely has painted the most realistic picture. Right? So we look at that, right? You look at this roster right now. We've heard all the Pavel Zacha trade rumors, though Pierre LeBrun, and this is what I want to get to because we haven't had a chance to talk about this since the last time we spoke here. Pierre LeBrun reported the other night on Insider Trading. Now, I've had 3 people tell me that this is false, but Pierre LeBrun on Insider Trading the other night told me that the Bruins would like to extend Pavel Zacha. Well, here's the first thing that raises a red flag to me. Zacha's not in the final year of his contract. So why is anyone talking about extending him right now? Especially with a team where you don't know which direction you're going in. You're trying to get a feel. Are we in a rebuild, a reset? What the hell are we in? Let's pump the brakes. I don't think they're making plans for 2 years from now right now. Right?
I wouldn't.
Okay. So let's say that Pierre LeBrun is wrong and Pavel Zacha is on the trade market, which I believe he is. And I think he will be even more so as the deadline comes along. If you can trade Pavel Zacha, what are you looking for? If you can address one organizational need. Now, I'm not saying that Pavel Zacha is a superstar and can just do it with one full swoop. Like you're going to need maybe more players than him traded to get what you need. But if you're looking at this team right now, Brendan, what's your biggest organizational need?
Centers.
You texting Zacha's agent or what?
No. Trying to answer my question to myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Centers. You need a center.
Okay.
Or defense.
Right shot.
Right shot.
Stay at home.
Stay at home.
Okay.
Because you're a defensive-minded team.
Okay.
Allegedly.
So, let's ask right now. So we say Zacha is good trade commodity. Who else can get you what you need on this roster?
Jeremy Swayman.
Or
Charlie McAvoy.
Or
Pasta.
And then that's it. You agree?
Not making me say it.
But I mean, but then that's it. You agree?
Hampus Lindholm would have value if he can prove to stay healthy.
Okay. So we've got, what was that, 4?
And someone would probably take
5
Geeky.
players. 5 players. Geeky, yeah, I mean, he's controlled now, right? He's under control.
Yeah, and with some of these crazy contracts, he might look like a bargain if he's turned himself into a legit 30-goal scorer. But
you know what Geeky's reminded me of? And I can't think of who the player was. Oh my God, it might have been Sturm. Who's a player in the, like, when they came out of the cap to, like, I don't know, 07, 08, 08, 09 that they had that could pot like 25 to 30 goals, but really he wasn't like the guy like, okay, this guy's putting us over the top and making us win the cup.
Glenn Murray?
He was one, but he was kind of on, he was fading in 05, 06. If I recall, he was gone in 07, 08. Right? Let's look that up. Wait a minute.
I'm just trying to think of a similar type player that you're talking about.
I think it's ironically, I think it's Marco Sturm. No, he was there 07, 08, and then they jettisoned him. Yeah, so he's in that category. He's like that winger that's, I mean, look, so from 05, 06, he had 24 goals. 06, 07, he had 28. 07, 08, he had 17. But he was like well established before then, Brendan. He wasn't like geeky who just came onto the scene and started like, oh, I know who it was. Ready for this name from the past?
Yep.
Brad Boyes.
Okay. You're going B-side on us there, brother.
Morgan Geeky is Brad Boyes Part 2. And you better trade him while he's hot because in a year or two, he does not have the value he has right now. So we're putting him in he's the sixth player we're saying that could get you stuff. But I think I think we both agree now. It's going to be one of the big three if they really want to get what they need going forward.
Yeah, I mean, again, I take it to, I just, my feelings on this. I hope it's Pasta or McAvoy. And, if I had to choose, if I truly hope it's McAvoy, because I feel like if it's McAvoy and you can get a 1C, you could turn this around a hell of a lot quicker. And then sure, McAvoy will go to a team and let him play to his strengths, that like the Bruins do, like we said the other night, making him be the second coming of Ray Bork, which he's not. And and then everyone will be butthurt and pissed that, oh, why the hell did we trade McAvoy? He's killing it now with the with the Islanders or whoever. I'm just throwing out a random team. It'll be stupid. But he's the guy. Move.
Yeah. All right. Well, I see we're lining up questions here. We are our great regulars got some great points, Brendan. Let's get to them because we both got a busy day tomorrow. It's Halloween. We got the
It
kids.
is Halloween. Can't confirm or deny that I've already crushed multiple Reese's peanut butter cups tonight.
Ooh. You have any left for the trick-or-treaters?
Not sure. No comment.
All right. Well,
Oh, by the way, before we get to the listeners, what I hope the media asked Rasmus Dahlin how Anna and Elsa are doing, because he is the doppelganger of Kristoff from Frozen. My daughter obviously pointed that out.
Yeah, it was a great call.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And he's kind of annoying like that dude is too. But anyway, moving on. Let's go to the.
By the way, did Brad Marchand pay for his new gloves or?
Hopefully.
Or helmet.
See why Marchand wanted to cave his face in, because he is a nuisance. And he's kind of a baby out there. But anyway, I digress.
All right, let's go. Ooh, look at that. San Jose up 3-1 on the Devils late first period. It's one of my calls tonight on my my Betway picks for the.
How many does Macklin have?
I do not know right now. I'm just looking. I'm watching the game live here. They're fun to watch, Brendan. They really are.
Yeah, I wish I could stay up late more than I do.
Well, you're up now.
True.
All right, let's go. What do we got?
Get to the listeners.
Yep.
All right. Here's our guy, Harry. We must away 87-37. Not enough time in the offensive zone tonight. Back on our heels, defending, although Minton had a great game, especially on the back check. Yeah, Minton looked good. That's the stuff you got to feel about. I mean, I know Jimmy amply pointed out, in the grand scheme of things, it would have been better to lose that game and only get 1 point out of it. But again, the positives were we covered him. Boozy, Minton, Corpy, Pasta, Lindholm. That's it. Geeky. So,
all right. What do we got?
What do you think of the possibility? Same Harry.
You got to say who it is. You got to say who it is, bud.
I said it's Harry again.
No, you didn't. But go ahead.
Back the tape up. I said it's Harry again.
You didn't, but go ahead.
What do you think of the possibility Geeky scores 40?
No. 34. How's that sound? No more than 35.
I think he's gonna do it, Harry, because I mushed him. So I think he's gonna score 41.
Well, you know why though I say no is because we got to think of the fact that what happened tonight with Lindholm getting hurt. I think with Lindholm getting hurt, the lineup's going to shuffle again, and that could break up rhythm and chemistry. So let's see how he responds to that.
All right, here's our guy at Ethan Russell, 5512. Yup, Neely and Don are going to blame it on anything and or anyone but themselves. Oh, yeah.
Yep, accountability is not a Bruins thing.
Ethan again. Remember, though, this is a defensive team. Doesn't look like it, right?
No.
The new one-on-one system.
Even Neely said it, right? He's like, yeah, we came in wanting to be defensive, and I'm happy that we're scoring 4 or 5 goals a game, but we're also giving up. Like, this is not what they thought they had, man. I mean, they're clearly admitting, okay, we botched this. Like, this is not what we thought we had. They thought they were going to be that stingy team that just held on long enough through goaltending and strong defense, like the 2003 Anaheim Ducks, okay, that just bored the hell out of you and scrapped it away and somehow made a run. That's what they were hoping for, but they're not that.
Right.
What do we got?
Harry again. Hard to play against. Over 40 shots on our goaltender. LOL. Yeah. Well said, Harry. Harry said it again. He thinks Swayman will go.
Well, you know what? Harry could be right because out of all the players, the big three that we mentioned, McAvoy, Pasta, and Swayman,
no trade.
Exactly. It does not kick in until July 1st, 2026. So the Bruins could wake up tomorrow and say, see ya, you're gone, and get a nice haul for him without having to ask him. So they need to, if that is a guy they're thinking about. I actually was watching the game tonight, honestly, and also considering, now I know I told you I think it was situational and it was just the way the schedule was, why they started Korpisalo twice. But as Korpisalo stonewalled this Sabres team tonight, what if they go back to Korpisalo on Saturday? Okay. What if they win? And he's the reason again. Do we all of a sudden have a goalie controversy on our hands? And if they start to lean more on Korpisalo, but they're not exactly being a playoff team, how's Swayman feeling about that? Because we know there's bad blood still. Don't let them ever tell you there's not. There's still bad blood from the holdout. That's going to take a lot to get over. So
more the Bruins towards him or him toward the Bruins?
I think it's mutual.
Interesting. All right, here's our guy. C-Nozick 63-42. A Zacha trade would require RSD in return.
Yeah, how's Victor Mancini on the Vancouver Canucks son?
He said that the other night. I think that's a solid call.
Yep, give me him. 6'3", 229. Ethan
again. Jimmy, you're the only one I see on Twitter who calls it how it is and is realistic. I know you take hits on it. Oh, yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, I got your back tonight. You see that?
Thanks, Ethan. I appreciate it, buddy.
Pointless. C-Nozick again.
He's going back to what I was trying to figure out, that player.
Yeah, that's a good solid call.
Chris, that's a great call, but I was thinking after the lockout, after the 04-05 lockout, I was starting after that. But Knubel's a great one. He's a great example. Good call by you. I loved him, by the way. He was such a joy to deal with when he was with the Bruins. Just a great interview. We still kind of keep in touch. His kid's now playing for Notre Dame, by the way. And I want to say he's a Red Wings pick. I'm not sure.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Name is Cole, I believe, right? Cole Knubel. I want to see. Let's make sure I got that. But he was great. Remember that line?
But wasn't Mike originally drafted by the Wings as well?
Actually, Cole is not. Oh, no, he's drafted by the Flyers, Cole Knubel. Mike was originally, I believe Mike won a Stanley Cup with the Wings, Brendan. He was on that 97 team.
Yeah, definitely. I crossed paths with him. Good guy.
Oh, yeah. He's about 2 years older than us. He was drafted by the Wings. He won the cup with he played 9 games from the 97 team, and then he got called up full time in 97, 98. So he won the cup that year as well. Came to the Bruins in 99,000. Him, Neely, and who? Who is the line? Him, Neely, and who? Not Neely. Him, Thornton, and who? Knuble.
Murray?
It might have been Murray. And then they have a nickname. It was like something about their size. Can't think of it. It'll come to me. Maybe one of you guys out there, because I know you're diehard Bruins fans. Think of that line that they had. Go ahead. What do we got?
There's Ethan again. Hey, Jimmy, I was thinking earlier today, not sure your thoughts on a goalie prospect, maybe Swayman to Utah and Michael Hrabal in return. Obviously, other returns as well.
Right. Obviously, other returns as well. I would love Michael Hrabal and from UMass. Obviously, I'm a little partisan there.
Both you guys are. Why don't you get a room? All right, take it easy.
You know, it's funny. I can't say. I don't want to say it before the story goes live tomorrow, but I referenced him in a story that will be out on RG tomorrow. And I'll tell you this, and I know Ethan knows this, but we've had Greg Carvel, head coach of UMass Amherst, just raves about that kid, Brendan. Like, he's a stud. He is a stud. All right, what do we got?
Sorry, I had a little technical difficulty here. We got our guy Chris again. Corpusala going tonight made all the sense in the world.
Yeah,
if you're going back to Swayman, but I mean, yeah, it's gonna get wacky if he's out there again on Saturday.
Yeah, but we agree. Brendan and I were saying that today. It was a scheduled thing. What do we got anymore? Chris again?
Chris again. Corpusala said last season he wanted more starts. He's earning them, and they're giving them to him. Yep. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying, though, Chris. Like, that's okay. So here's the thing. Who's been the better goalie so far? Who's been the better goalie, Brennan?
Corpy.
Okay. So?
It's close, but Corpy.
Well, he hasn't been in that for the 2 blowouts.
True. But you did, to your point, Jimmy, though, you did say in the 1 blowout, Swayman played well.
Yeah, it's true.
So, and Swayman has stolen them a couple of games as well.
I just want to see them go with Corpy on Saturday, just for the fun of it.
Yeah, you're a sick, you know what.
All right, we got any more? Or is that it? I think this is the last
again,
one.
do you think management will let Swayman go without playing for 3 consecutive games? Yep. Corpy seems to be a good goalie for a rebuilding team.
I think Ethan's on to something.
Said it could get juicy.
All right, I'm saying it now. Starting Corpusala Saturday. That's my prediction.
Okay.
I'm going to leave you in that.
And, all right, so let's play a quick hypothetical game here. Goaltending star of teams that would give a king's ransom for Jeremy Swayman.
You'd think the Edmonton Oilers, but they just seem to think that Stuart Skinner is Patrick Waugh.
Right.
So
Plus,
I would
they don't have anything really. I mean, they're not trade. They don't have anything the Bruins would want.
Well, I would say the aforementioned by Ethan, Utah. And I would also look at Carolina and maybe Philly. But I'm not so sure the Bruins want to trade him in the East. It's one thing to trade a skater in the same conference or division. It's another thing to trade a goalie. Because goalies can steal games. Skaters can't really, right? On a nightly basis. Do you get what I'm saying?
Colorado? I don't think the Wood boys are going to get it done.
But do you get what I'm saying, Brendan?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like baseball, right? I'd feel
trading
safe
a starting pitcher in your division or in your league. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think Ethan's onto something with Utah, though. And I'll tell you
what about Colorado?
No, they're happy.
No,
they are happy with
Woods.
What they have. I'm not saying, Brendan. I'm not saying that that's right. I'm not saying you're wrong. I think you're right. I think they do need a better goalie than what they have.
Right. It's just what's up with the denial with these powerhouse rosters with these great forwards?
I think they just think they're going to get away with it. You know what I mean? Like when it comes down,
that worked out last year for both of them.
Yeah. So, but I'm with you totally. I'm just telling you the reality of the situation. They're satisfied.
Yeah. Are you sticking to your prediction that Edmonton's not making the playoffs?
At the rate they're going right now? Yeah. Are they winning right now? I haven't checked tonight. What's going on tonight?
They were up early tonight.
Yeah, they're up 3-1 on the Rangers. Big deal. That's another team. I thought they were going to turn it around and make it, but I mean, look,
Or Mike Sullivan.
Yeah, well, you know what though? Let me say something here, okay? Are we continually kind of living in the past with Mike Sullivan and overrating him? Like, what's he won in the last 3 years? He hasn't taken his team to the playoffs in 3 years straight. I mean, I get it was great. Yeah, he was great 10 years ago. But are we overrating it? He got completely outcoached in the championship game at the Four Nations. He didn't put Kyle Connor in the lineup, which was absurd. Like,
That was a little odd. Yep.
they made changes in the lineup in New York. They made some big trades, right? They altered their line. They altered the core of their lineup,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And yet they still suck. So it's either are we overrating Shesterkin or are we overrating Sullivan? And I know that's like taboo for a U.S. hockey guy to say that. That, oh my God, how could you say that about Mike Sullivan? Dude, time catches up to everybody. I don't think Mike
But
Sullivan
I also think, you're going to call a spade a spade. Chris Drury ain't exactly
totally
an
agree with you.
architect of putting together a roster.
But there's enough talent on that team, Brendan, for that team to not be playing like they're playing right now. I'm sorry. And they altered the core of their dressing room, the makeup of their dressing room. They were, it was the Vancouver Canucks and the Rangers were kind of these two teams that clearly had dressing room problems, right? They both blew it up and made major changes. And yet Vancouver's playing better than the Rangers right now.
You struck a nerve with listener Chris. He's definitely a card-carrying member of the Swayman fan club.
Hey, Chris, I like Swayman a lot. I think he's a great goalie. I'm just looking at if it's the Bruins, what is he the goalie?
What are you doing with a goalie who could steal you a playoff series like he did a few years ago?
Yeah, I'm totally with you. But like, the problem is the lineup in front of him isn't getting to the playoffs, and they need the trade commodity or the trade chip to get there. So I'm just looking at when I look at the roster, I'm not like when I say I could see Jeremy Swayman being traded, I'm valuing him. I'm saying he is that awesome that he could get them what they need to eventually turn this around. I'm not knocking Swayman by any means, Chris. I hope you understand that. Like, it's like this is not a knock on him.
He's the commodity that you can move. Like, fans sometimes, and we talked about it, and we're tongue in cheek. You have to give to get in reality.
Yes.
And and earlier in the show, we named off the guys that have value. Okay.
Right.
You're not just going to trade a collection of donkeys and get Leon. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not real.
Only the Sharks could do that for Joe Thornton, but go ahead.
Fair enough. Well said.
With the exception of the current Bruins coach. He worked out.
Yeah.
So
what else we got? We got any more?
Ethan says something here. Cosser in Detroit, would you do him straight up or include him in a trade for Swayman? I think Detroit might do that. I don't know if the Bruins would.
Cossa straight up for Swayman?
No, in a trade, I should say.
Oh, yeah, but you got to get a forward. I mean, who's their best center prospect?
You need a center. You need a center there.
I think they're another team, though, that's strong on the wing. I mean, they just extended Raymond. I mean, Dylan Larkin, but their centers after Larkin aren't that outstanding.
Yeah. I would say, too, speaking of Detroit, kind of off topic, but staying with them in a center position, keep an eye on them with Nazem Kadri. Just a little hint.
I could see that's an Iser plan kind of move. Guy with some grit.
Mm-hmm.
I still think to loop this all in. I go with what we're doing. Wacky predictions. I think again that Sweeney, the desperate, him and Drury are gonna hook up and make some wacko trade of some kind. I don't know who the hell's gonna be in it, but wouldn't shock me. Hey man, let's over a few drinks.
Well, Brendan, though, I looked out, like, I get what you're saying. Yeah, like, it would be the two teams that need a shakeup. Could they find a match there? I get what you're saying. I'm looking at things like I'm looking at recent trade history. Who are teams that Don Sweeney's dealt with the most?
Vancouver.
He has? What's he got from Vancouver?
I don't know. It was just a stab.
No. Edmonton.
Yeah.
He's made 2 trades with them. Minnesota.
Ducks.
The Ducks a lot. But that's carried through 2 GMs.
Yeah.
That was with with Murray and also with Verbeek. But yeah,
there you go, Ethan. I said that a couple years ago to you. I'd do forward and Dostal for Swayman.
You know who I'd love on the Ducks?
McTavish.
Mm-hmm.
How about 2 disgruntled guys? Ooh, piping hot rumors.
I don't think McTavish is that disgruntled anymore. But here, the bottom line is, I said, looking forward, guys. I think that as we go on here, let's see what happens. Like, I think this Korpisalo thing is something to watch. I think it's an interesting thing. If he gets a start Saturday, there's something going on there.
I can see that.
All right.
All right,
got anything else? I think that's it.
From the crowd here. Oh, Chris thinks that the Wings and Ducks might make another deal after doing the Gibson deal. That's logical.
Yeah.
Yeah, good call, Chris.
And Verbeek and Eisman used to work together.
They're BFFs, and they used to work together and all that. I know that was a rumor when he was holding out that Yzerman was trying to prime McTavish.
Yeah.
But yeah, Swayman and a pick or something for McTavish and Dostal. I would do that 10 times out of 10. So, and Pasta loves Dostal.
He does?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he was. Remember when they won the World Championships 2 years ago? Costa was raving about it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, good call. Yep.
I had my moments. All right. Well, again, this is the Bruins Vibes podcast on the Sick Podcast Network. We thank everyone for tuning in, seeing the activity out on Twitter. We love it. Come on, subscribe on YouTube. We need those subscribers to grow this thing. We give you the straight, sick Bruins content. I'm your guy, Brendan Sennott. He's the hockey scribe extraordinaire, Jimmy Murphy. Thanks to everyone that listened. Shout out to all our family and friends. This is the Bruins Vibe podcast on the Sick Podcast Network. Good night, everybody. Happy Halloween.
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast Bruins Vibes on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.